I was 17 when my older brother blindsided me in the worst way possible. I grew up with just him and my mom. Our dad died when I was 5, and ever since, it felt like my brother, I'll call him Tyler, was more of a second parent than a sibling. He was 8 years older and always seemed like he had it all figured out. After Dad passed, Mom worked 2 jobs just to keep us afloat. College wasn't a question, it was a goal. She always said, "Your dad wanted you to go further than we ever could." So when I turned 13, she started a college savings account and put away everything she could. Birthday money, side jobs, even spare change from laundry. Tyler always praised her for it. Fast forward to senior year. I had a solid GPA, extracurriculars, and even a partial scholarship to a state school. It wasn't enough to cover everything, but I knew Mom had my back, and the fund. Or so I thought. A week before my high school graduation, I logged into the shared account where Mom kept the savings. She'd added me as a secondary user to start learning about financial responsibility. And then my heart dropped. The balance read $17.23. I thought it was a glitch. I refreshed the page. Still the same. Gone were the $21,000 my mom had scraped together over the years. I checked the transaction history, and there it was. A withdrawal, 3 weeks earlier, to a joint account with my brother's name on it. I didn't confront him right away. I went to my mom, thinking maybe she transferred it for something urgent. Maybe a hospital bill, something catastrophic. She stared at me like I'd just spoken another language. "What do you mean it's gone?" she asked. It hit us both at once. She had no idea. Turns out, Tyler had convinced her to give him temporary access a month earlier. Something about helping manage bills while she was sick. He used that opportunity to transfer everything to himself. The reason? To pay for our cousin Haley's wedding. Now, Haley was the golden girl of our extended family. Her mom, my aunt, treated her like royalty. Haley was the first bride of the next generation, as my grandma dramatically put it. The whole family was obsessing over this wedding, like it was the royal coronation. Apparently, Haley and her fiancé had gone over budget. She wanted a designer dress, a custom venue, and God knows what else. Instead of downgrading her fantasy, she went to my brother, who decided my future wasn't as important as her party. When I confronted Tyler, I genuinely thought he'd apologize. I was shaking, crying, but trying to stay calm. "You took my college fund," I yelled. His response? "You'll be fine. You've got a scholarship. Haley needed help. She deserves a perfect day. Don't be selfish." I couldn't even breathe. Selfish? I worked my ass off. My mom sacrificed for years, and now I was being called selfish for wanting to use my college fund for, shockingly, college. Haley didn't even thank me. In fact, she had the audacity to text me, "Thanks for understanding. You'll totally be invited." Like I was some sponsor. The worst part, my mom was heartbroken. She blamed herself for trusting Tyler. I could see it eating her alive. That's when I snapped. If Haley wanted her dream wedding funded by theft and betrayal, fine. But I wasn't going to sit there, smile, and clap. So I decided to show up, but not quietly. The wedding was massive. 200 guests, outdoor vineyard venue, string quartet, the works. Everyone was in pastels and chiffon. I wore black. Not just black, funeral black. Floor-length gown, veil and combat boots. I looked like I was mourning a death. In a way, I was. During the ceremony, I sat in the second row, silent but glaring. People noticed. Haley kept glancing over nervously. I didn't say anything. Yet. The reception was where it all went down. I waited until dinner. The toasts were starting. Tyler got up and gave this big speech about family, unity, sacrifice. I felt bile rising. My mum was sitting next to me, gripping her wine glass so tightly, I thought it might break. Then the DJ said, "Anyone else want to say a few words?" I stood up. People clapped at first, thinking it was a cute little cousin moment. I took the mic and smiled. "Hi, everyone. For those who don't know me, I'm OP. I'm the cousin who paid for this wedding, against my will." Silence. A few nervous laughs. I continued. Just 3 weeks ago, my college fund, painstakingly saved over the past 7 years by my single mom, was drained by my brother. That's right. The entire $21,000 I needed for school was given to Haley so she could have a designer wedding dress and custom floral arches. Gasps, murmurs. But hey, at least I got an invite, right? Generous. Tyler stood up, red-faced, trying to grab the mic. I held up my hand. I'm not here to cause a scene. Just wanted to say congratulations to Haley. And thanks. Because nothing says family like betrayal and theft. Then I walked out. The fallout was glorious. Half the guests left early. My grandma fainted. Haley burst into tears. Tyler chased me into the parking lot and screamed that I'd ruined everything. I told him the only thing I'd ruined was his illusion of being a good person. The next week, Haley posted some long, self-pitying Facebook status about haters and jealous energy. She turned off comments after my mum replied, "My daughter's future isn't jealousy. It's justice." That comment got 300 likes. As for me, I took a gap year, worked 2 jobs, got a few grants. Eventually, I got into the same state school, and I'm starting in the fall. My professors already know I'm not one to back down. Tyler, we haven't spoken since. He tried to reach out a few months later, but I blocked him. He can explain his choices to someone else. Haley's marriage lasted 6 months. Turns out, her husband didn't like being broke and married to a narcissist. And the wedding photos? Well, I'm in a lot of them, standing in black, looking like karma.